For me personally, I think this deal has a lot of potential. Obviously, at a longer-term deal, I'm pretty sure he will be a UFA, though, when this deal does get done, which kind of worries me a little bit, but I do think that's what RFAs are kind of going for in this market. But I honestly think it's pretty much just right. It depends how much over it is, 7.75, but I think Hughes, even though this last year was awful for him, if he gets back to that almost Calder-level trophy type play in his rookie season, I think this deal will be perfectly fine for the Vancouver Canucks and even can provide some good value for them. But getting Quinn Hughes done is almost the biggest thing here, because I think especially when we're talking about players like OEL in that defense and other players in the Canucks D-core and how they could progress in this next season, Quinn Hughes being there is a huge department of this, especially in the OEL situation. Having OEL not as the #1 D-man there and having Quinn Hughes instead as the guy, I think that would be huge for OEL's development and especially for Quinn Hughes as well with Vancouver. And Quinn Hughes looks to be getting done here now. But when it comes to Hughes, there was never any potential of him getting offer sheeted, so he was always a guy that was likely going to side with Vancouver anyways. But it's good to see a deal actually get done and Jim Benning actually able to make it happen. Oh my goodness, Andreas, thank you so much for the 109 crowns, man. They'll probably not be able to afford PD now. He'd want at least 7.8 million even if it was on a bridge. This is our moment. Please try to get PD and trade Meek, and this could be it for our big future. Andreas, you are reading my mind right now. If Chris Drury offers Sheets Pedersen tonight, I will be a happy man. I will be a happy man. Let me know in the chat down below as well, guys. Do you guys think that they'll be able to sign Pedersen now? Because looking at the Canucks cap space, let me just quickly look at it real quick. I mean, you add 7.75 on top of it, which already it wasn't a great cap situation. So with 7.75 added onto this deal, they originally had $13.7 million to work with to get both of these deals underway. But now you have probably, let's just assume it's $8 million for Quinn Hughes. That would leave $5.7 million for Elias Pettersson. That's just not good enough. And I don't know if Vancouver, maybe there could be some LTAR involved, but I mean, Travis Hamonic would likely be, I'll say this, Travis Hamonic being out could maybe lead to some cap space. So let's say Travis Hamonic and his $3 million deal is off the books. So that would leave $8.7 million on the books to get Pedersen, which I think would be able to make it happen. So I don't know, maybe the Canucks might be able to get it done after all. Looking at it now with the whole Hamonic situation that we've seen and him potentially opting out, that might leave the cap room if they can find a way to get him on LTAR, excuse me. But I think that could be pretty interesting. Now, the big news when it comes to Elias Pettersson that I teased you guys about that I do think was super interesting. We also heard of Gafar of the fourth period. Ajax of the 20 Canadian. This is huge. I have Hughes in fantasy. Ajax, you are having a good night then, my man. You're having a good night. That is huge for sure. Thank you so much to the 20 Canadian. Can we get some Ajax hype in the chat down below? Thank you so much, Andreas and Ajax for the nation so far, making my night right now. But yeah, Ajax, that's huge for your fantasy team. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. But Irvin Gafar of the fourth period, I believe, also had this on top of it, and retweeted by David Pagnotta too. He says the Pedersen contract will likely be a 3-year deal. So not only do we know what the Quinn Hughes deal will look like in terms of the salary and also the structure and top of the term, we also know what Pedersen's deal will likely be at. And I told you guys it was going to be a 3-year deal. Oh my goodness, Michael with the 7 Canadian. 3-year deal under $8 million. Is that confirmed for Pedersen? Wait a second. Is that confirmed, Michael? Oh, and Andres with the 55 crowns won't be able to whip that with just $5 million, so it might be another Nylander situation. I mean, if the Rangers are able to make it happen where they can get him back, I mean, I would take it. I would take it still. I would take it. But thank you so much. Can we get some Andreas hype? Can we get some Michelle and Michael hype in the chat down below? The 3-year deal under $8 million. If it is under $8 million, I think that would be a pretty good job for Jim Benning, honestly. Yes, PD is signed. We got 170 in the chat, guys, and we could see a lot more info coming out tonight because especially with Quinn Hughes, I think that was kind of the big domino for Elias Pettersson to sign too. But this is interesting for me at least because again, if the Canucks can be able to get Hamonic on LTAR, I think that would easily clear the space for Elias Pettersson. But again, going back to Pedersen likely being a 3-year deal, originally, and you guys know 2 weeks ago, I thought Pedersen most likely would sign a 3-year deal, and recently there was some rumors that he would sign a 5-year deal which I guess was a possibility, but I always thought that 3 years would make the most sense, just because he would still be an RFA and he'd be able to have more freedom really in his next contract too, where a 5-year deal might not provide that as much. But I think this is pretty much perfect for Elias Pettersson, at least. We'll see what happens. Let me know if it is under $8 million. I would not be surprised. But what do you guys think the cap hit will be for Pedersen on a 3-year deal? I'm going to say it's going to be exactly $8 million. That's what I'm going to predict right now. Either $8 million or like 7.5, I would say. But I mean, maybe it's similar to Quinn Hughes' cap hit as well. That could definitely be a factor. Let me see back in the chat right now. What are you guys saying? Hammock and LTR gives him $6 million in cap. Yes, it does, Quinn, which I think would be just enough, especially if Hughes does go just under $8 million. It could free up that space. But thank you so much to the donators so far today, guys. Appreciate y'all. And once again, we will have a lot to talk about. Puck Empire posted, really? Wait a second. Let me check if that's legit. Let me check if that's legit. Give me a second, because oh, VBS! Thank you so much to the 2 Canadian. They can. Michael Furland on LTR. Yeah, he is another guy that was kind of thinking about. Furland would definitely make sense. Yeah, I even without Hammock, they could maybe get it done still. So there you go. Thank you so much for the donation, though. Let me put the last donator thing up real quick. Can I find it? Give me a second. Let me just pull it up so I can put it in this live stream. All right, copy, then duplicate. Why isn't it letting me? Oh gosh, whoa, whoa, wait just a second. Okay, we're good now. I thought it froze for a second. Anyways, we are good. All right, last dono, let me put it up here real quick. Last dono was VVS. Thank you so much for the last donation, brother. All right, there we go. All right, so let me check Puck Empire. If it is under $8 million, that would make sense with a 3-year deal. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Was that a part of that 4th period article then? Let me see this real quick, because it might have been. Let me just see this real quick. Okay, here. I think it is a part of this article. Give me a second to make this a little bit bigger real quick. So this was also part of the 4 periods article, which we can go over here, which I think gives us some bigger details then. The Vancouver Canucks appear to be making progress on contract negotiations with restricted free agent stars Pedersen and Quinn Hughes, according to multiple reports. Pedersen and Hughes remain unsigned for the first week of training camp as their agent, Pat Brisson, and Canucks GM Jim Benning continued regular discussions over new contracts. Numerous reports on Thursday claim the Canucks are inching closer deals with both players, though there is still work to be completed. According to sources close to the team, the 4th period has learned that the Canucks may be nearing a 3-year agreement, with Pedersen in the neighborhood of $7.5 million per season, while Hughes, who has discussed short-term and long-term deals, may also be inching towards a 6-year deal. It is unclear what type of dollars may be committed to Hughes. So there you go. So also in this article, they do say a 6-year deal, which lines up to what we've heard with Quinn Hughes, and they also say with the Pedersen situation, $7.5 million, 3 years. For let us know about that. That's super interesting, and honestly, I do kind of I can definitely see where both sides are coming from with that deal. It is obviously lower than what I think Pedersen could have gotten maybe on a longer term deal, obviously. But I think for Pedersen getting some of the, just being an RFA still after the next year deal, I think also gives him some more, or gives him some more flexibility perhaps. We'll see what happens though. I think with Pedersen, he's definitely going to have to prove himself as well throughout this contract. But I think with Pedersen, I get why he doesn't want to go truly long term. But 7.5, I mean, honestly, I think 7.5 for Pedersen is honestly a really good deal. Let me know in the chat down below. For me personally, I think Pedersen at 7.5 is much better than Hughes at 7.75 for sure. But 3 years, 7.7. What the? Are you kidding me? Okay, I think it's better now. What is going on with the buffering? As a Vancouver fan, I'm ecstatic. I don't think Hughes' contract's over or underpay. Yeah, I kind of go with the same situation, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Seriously, what is going on? Here, let me why do I have Photoshop on? Let's take that out. Let's take that out real quick. Let's turn off background music. I don't even know. Like, I'm just trying stuff right now. I mean, all my family's home, I know that, so they're probably using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think it is better now. I think it is better now. For me, at least, it's better now. But looks like Pedersen could be signing at a 3-year deal, 7.7, which, again, I think is perfectly reasonable for Pedersen. It's perfectly reasonable. Let me know in the chat, though. 1, if you think it's an underpay. 2, if you think it's just right. And 3, if it's an overpay. Let me know what you guys think about this deal, if it is 7.7 on this deal as well. Of course, Rick Dhaliwal is totally plugged in with the Canucks. So I would say this is even more confirmed in the last reports. But if it is 7.7, what are you guys thinking on this deal? JDS Sports, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm doing pretty well. Good to see you in the chat, though. Riker Jeffrey, we got Lovely World in here. We got Mr. Steele, End of the World. We got Habs Fan 09. Your friendly local alien is here. How's it going, stud? Good to see you, the real alien. I was having lag. If you leave the stream and come back, it's fixed. Yeah, I think so. I feel like that's the case. I don't know what's happening, though. For some reason, it's lagging. I think it should be fine, though, now. But, boys, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Did Hughes sign? Yes, he did, Ashawn. Let me give you all the updates real quick. So, Pedersen, let me give you everything. Give you everything, okay? Pedersen is going to sign 3 years, around $7.7 million. We know that now. We know that now. But when it comes to Quinn Hughes, also, he will likely be signing a 6-year deal at 7.75, likely around that range too. Let me see. Yeah, Hughes could be 6 years, 7.75. So Hughes will be around that same average annual cap hit as Pedersen. They'll likely both be around that same range. Pedersen gets 3 years, Hughes gets 6. So that's what we know right now. We don't know specifics right at this moment, but we do know ballpark ranges for both of these players, which is huge news. And the Canucks could be making this official as well tonight. 7.7 is what I figured too. Yeah, honestly, for Pedersen, I think being around that range isn't too surprising. I think I would have predicted him to be around 7.5 to 8 million. Did Lucas Raymond score a goal? Nice, Don. That's good to see. I'm hoping he makes the team, man. He definitely deserves that spot. Eliminator, what's going on? Good to see you. Go Kaniemi. A lot is happening right now, man. A lot is happening right now. So Hughes has been confirmed to be signed with the Canucks 6 years. We don't know exactly the perfect cap hit, but we do know it's around the 7.75 range. We also know with Pedersen too. That he has probably signed a 3-year deal around 7.7 million. So both Pedersen and Quinn Hughes could be made official tonight, but it looks like Jim Benning has gotten both of these deals done in the nick of time too. Hey, Andreas! I just feel bad for PD. Imagine being stuck with the Canucks. I mean, he's stuck with the Canucks for less time than Quinn Hughes. So there you go. Thank you so much for the donation, Andreas. Can we get some huge Andreas hype in the chat down below, my brother? Also, what's going on? Jamie Drysdale, Savage Gamer. Good to see you guys in the chats. All right, let me change the last donor real quick. Oh gosh. All right, there we go. Okay, that was weird. I think the lag should also be gone for the most part, boys. So refresh if you're still having issues. It's a good deal. Yeah, I would say so, JDS. I think Pedersen's deal is honestly pretty solid. If it's 7.7, I mean, I think this is a guy that was, before last year, had real conversation to be a top 10 centerman. I think he will be a top 10 centerman throughout this deal. I mean, it's $7.7 million. I mean, you know what? Let's just compare, okay? What other players are around that $7.7 million cap hit? Let's go by centerman. And yeah, let's do that. So contract filters. Can I go by cap hit? Yes, I can. Okay, let's go $7.7 million. So let's just go by players that are a centerman above 7 million. So oh boy. So around, okay. All right, let me just list off the players that are higher paid Then 5 million center wise in the NHL. You have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 5.1, Yanni Gourde 5.1. Actually, let me just skip to 6 million. So at $6 million, you got Brock Nelson, you got Jordan Stahl, you got Dylan Larkin, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Mark Scheifele, which is a great deal. Nathan McKinnon at 6.3, great deal. Sean Monahan at 6.3, Braden Shen at 6.5, Sam Reinhart at 6.5, Braden Point at 6.7, Ryan Kessler at 6.8, Bergeron at 6.8 as well. Barzal 7 million, Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes is getting paid $7.1 million. Meanwhile, Elias Pettersson is getting 7.7. We also got Nico Hischier at 7.2, Ryan O'Reilly at 7.5. Hey, James, thank you so much for subscribing. Love coming your way. Free cookies coming your way as well, James. Thank you so much. Can we please get some James hype for the new sub coming in here? We got also Evgeny Kuznetsov at 7.8. Logan Couture at $8 million. Ryan Johansson at $8 million. Matt Duchene at $8 million. Then you got Aho, Stamkos, Draisaitl, Crosby, Backstrom, Malkin, Sagan, Kopitar, Eichel, Taves, Tavares, Matthews, McDavid in terms of centermen. But Couture, Johansson, Duchene, they're all getting paid more than Pedersen, and likely as well Evgeny Kuznetsov too, which is also pretty rough. So honestly, looking at this deal, I know he's pretty young and he is an RFA, but at the same time, man, I think this deal can have some real potential. Yeah, Hassan, I meant game streams though. Like if there was any news, I was gonna go live, which obviously tonight has been the case. But we got 220 in this chat. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do so. We'll likely get some new news, and probably we might get these deals made official as well tonight. I'll be keeping you guys updated with all the info as well. I mean, who knows? Obviously, Pedersen signed right after Hughes, and we were speculating about that earlier. But we'll likely get the official details on these deals pretty soon. Red Wings make a deal to replace Verona. Yeah, so Verona is going to be out for the next 4 months, which is awful, man. He was so good with Detroit in those, 10 games of last year? It's just disappointing, man. It was like the first, 5 minutes of practice, right? It was awful. I wish there was some offer sheet chaos. Well, hey, go Kanemi. We still got Brady Tkachuk. He was going to be the first available year, or going into his first available year as a UFA when the deal expires, right? I would assume so. If not his first, then his second. I think he will be a UFA, though, after. I wonder if Hughes and PD just wanted to deal it done because they could have easily waited for the Hamonic. Oh, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Quinn Hughes wants to be Thomas Chabot so bad. I mean, I think Quinn Hughes rookie-wise was pretty similar to Thomas Chabot, but this last season was obviously not as good. It's good news. I was worried Pete would want $9 million. Yeah, I mean, I never really got the feeling that Pete would have wanted like more than, I mean, obviously, well, here's the thing, Ray. I mean, I want $9 million. We all want $9 million. I mean, I don't think he was realistically ever asking for that though. Like I could have easily seen him asking for 8.5, but it depends on the term too, because I don't think he would have asked for $9 million on a 3-year deal. Cats, Kulo, Jackson, let's go Red Wings. Good to see you. I didn't make the last stream, no problem. Bjork Stretch, it's good to see you in here. But hopefully all you guys are having a great night tonight. We have some big news in the NHL today. Let me also put back the background music because I think the lag has gone away. So that's good to see. Maybe it's the background music that's making that happen. I have no idea. I just got here. What is a Hughes contract? So yes, Duke Storm. So Hughes has signed, and Pedersen likely has signed as well. But Hughes we know a little bit more about in terms of his deal. He will get a 6-year deal around the $7.75 million range. So maybe not exactly 7.75. Satir Shah maybe said a little bit more than that, but it would be probably around that $7.8 million deal. So that's what we know right now. But we also could get some more updates on this in the future, so sticking in this stream, boys, because we still got some more to talk about today. But honestly, there's a lot still here with this deal, because honestly, it's one of those situations with Vancouver where it was the only thing they needed to get done, and I was worried with all the deals they made in the offseason if they would actually be able to make it work. But hey, kudos to Jim Benning. He eventually got it done, and both of these guys likely won't miss too much of training camp at the very least, which is good to see. Hey guys, I'm back. Dominic, what's going on? Good to see you back. Hopefully having a great night with these deals. And any Canucks fans, let me know what you guys are thinking in this chat. Are you guys happy? Are you guys sad? What are you guys thinking? Well, I don't think many of you guys are sad. If I was a Canucks fan right now, I'd be amazed. I'd be loving it. I'd be loving it. Let me see. Great show. Thank you so much, Cats. Good to have you in here. I'm doing great because I have a quiz worth 99%, and I got 90%, and a Ducks game is and finally a live stream. Trevor, that's amazing, man. Sounds like a great day. Sounds like a great day. I gotta say, I'm shocked that Jim actually gave Pedersen and Hughes reasonable contracts. I'm not used to him doing good contracts. That is kind of true, Riker. That is kind of true. I was kind of expecting Hughes to be over maybe 8 and Pedersen maybe over 8 as well. But, I mean, to get both of these guys under 8, I think it's pretty fantastic work, especially Hughes on a more longer-term cap hit. Now, the thing is, I think a lot of this does depend on what happens when he does go into potentially UFA territory. But for now, it's looking pretty good. By the way, let me know in the chat, yes or no, do you guys see Hughes going to free agency after this 6-year deal is done with Vancouver? Because I don't really, I can go either way with it, but I don't know. I feel like Hughes would be still trying to be with Vancouver. It depends on how the team's obviously looking like 6 years down the road, but I don't know. I feel like he's one of those players that's just too important for Vancouver to let go. Hughes is better than Chabot. Chabot looked awful last year. I mean, yeah, honestly, both of those guys didn't really look amazing last year. Chabot was definitely a little bit disappointing for me in the second half too, or not in the second half, but the first half of last year. No Quinn to New Jersey. Yeah, not yet, Anthony. Not yet. But hey, UFA's, who knows? Who knows? Maybe the New Jersey Devils are back in 6 years. I definitely, Ryan, I think that is a W for the Canucks. Jimbo has finally impressed me with the contract signings. I'm normally very bad, it's normally very bad and not deserved. He usually hopes for the best and fails. Yeah, I mean, I think Justin, just personally with Jimbo, I think he's done a okay job this offseason. I mean, it's one of those situations where if you're looking at anything past this year, the cap situation, it's horrible. But I feel like with this next season, I do think the Canucks will be decent, especially with Pedersen and Hughes being signed for training camp. But it's going to be so interesting. I think this team really makes or breaks on that defense, how it plays. Does Pullman actually play his best years? Does OEL get back to his 2016, 2015 just prime? We'll see what happens, but there's a lot of ifs with Vancouver, but I do think these contract signings are a big a big plus this the Canucks team that desperately needed it, I think, this next season. Check Trigger, what happened, Christopher? Hamza, what's going on? Good to see you in the chats. Finally, I'm really happy these deals are good. That's great to hear, Canucky. Good to have some Canucks fans in here, and good to have you guys feeling fantastic tonight. Our Canucks gonna have to dump some cap space, likely Luke, but it wouldn't likely be too much. Maybe Michael. Actually, let me check out what Michael Furlan's cap hit is. But I do know if it is these proposed deals, if it is 7.75 or reported deals, if it is 7.75 and also 7.7 for Pedersen, all the Canucks really have to do is put Hamonic on LTIR, which at this point with what has happened with him is pretty logical, and I don't think they have to do anything else. And yeah, they would have enough space for that, so they'll be perfectly fine. They'll be perfectly fine, most likely. You could also put a Furland on LTIR, I would assume, and that could work too. So I think the Canucks would have enough cap space to make it work for sure, if not make another move as well on top of it. So the Canucks are definitely in a good position that way. As a Canucks fan, I'm on cloud 9 right now. That is fantastic, Jordan. That is fantastic. Red Savage is the best hockey name. It is pretty good. I got to give you that. My room is okay. That's okay. What free agent GM could you ever see taking Bob Murray's spot? I don't think Bob Murray is ever going to be not be the Ducks GM at this point. At this point, honestly. Wait, Dom Vids, the audio is really messed up. Some robot voice going on. I know that was the case earlier in the live stream. Is that still going on? Let me know. Is there still being still audio issues right now? Kid Giovanna, how you doing, Grav? I'm doing very, very well. Hopefully having a great time as well. What's new? Just got here. Sally Hard. Yeah, well, what's new? We got Hughes and Pedersen likely signing deals tonight. I don't know when we'll get the official confirmation, but I could see it happening as early as tonight too. But these deals have pretty much been confirmed here. Hughes, 6 years, 7.75 likely. And we also have Pedersen likely at 3 years, 7.7. Oh, and chance with a 5 Canadian. Poor Verona. Yes, absolutely. You know what? Can we get some chance hype? And also, Also, some F's in the chats for Verona. Some F's in the chat for Verona, as well as some chance hype. Thank you so much for the 5, Canadian man. Always good seeing you here. Last donut goes to Chance, the legend himself. But yeah, F's in the chat for Verona, man. I'm so sad because I thought he was gonna have a breakout year truly with Detroit and be into that system and really play well, but it's just a tough break. Is that official? Not yet, Loginator, but it's been confirmed by Rick Dollywall, a bunch of Canucks reporters as well. It's pretty much confirmed that these deals will happen, but we don't know officially like the AAVs on Hughes and Pedersen. They could be a little bit off, but likely not by too much. How much do you think Boeser will get next year? Boeser was one of the reasons why I said after this next season, the Canucks are kind of in a tough spot. Boeser's going to be so tough. He is an RFA still, which definitely does help. But I would assume he gets a raise. I mean, at least $6 million with what he's done in Vancouver. Especially last year, he was really good on a really piss-poor Canucks team. I think he will get over 6. It's just a matter of how much. But I think Boeser would likely sign long-term. I see him sticking around. Not hearing anything? Okay, good to hear. I asked you, oh, wait a second. What do you think Vancouver's 3 D-line pairings will be without Hamonic? Yeah, that's a pretty interesting question. I mean, obviously with Quinn Hughes signed, that's huge. But I would assume what they do with Quinn Hughes, at least, I would assume they have Quinn Hughes as the first lefty and Ekman Larsson as the second lefty. I would probably say without Hamonic, it becomes a little bit more muddied, but I would assume they go with Pullman on Hughes's right side and probably maybe Tyler Myers on OEL's right side too. Maybe they have Jack Rathbone making that as well on the third lefty side too, and maybe on that third right D spot, maybe they have Luke Shen. I could see that being the lines they go for. So probably Hughes, Pullman, OEL, Myers, and then Rathbone, Shen. From what I've seen so far, but that could be different. We'll see how guys, maybe Uliev makes the team. I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens. The Canucks D-core is honestly going to be one of the most interesting in the NHL this next year, bar none. I mean, I think it's up there with like the Flyers in terms of just it could be so bad or it could actually work, and we'll all look like idiots. But we'll see what happens. What does this Hughes deal mean for Foxy? Well, I think when it comes to Fox, it definitely makes it a little bit more interesting. I'll say this, I haven't loved this past year when it comes to defenseman deals, because all it's done is just raised it more and more. I mean, Rasmus Dahlin getting the deal he gets, Seth Jones getting the deal he gets. All these guys, it seems like, have just been a little bit overpaid, and I don't think it bodes amazingly well for the Adam Fox situation, but hey, here's hoping that everybody else signs for $1 million, and Adam Fox hopefully does the same. Let's go. Let's hope for that. Where do you think they end up at the season? The Canucks, I would probably say they are probably the worst team in the Pacific to make the playoffs, but I do see them making it. I don't see any wild cards being in that division, so probably 3rd overall, but I think they will get in, mostly with Pedersen and Hughes being there for the start of the season. That, I think, is huge. If they weren't, I would have the Canucks out of it, but I think them being signed is amazing. The flow is good at Vancouver? Absolutely, Brandon. Absolutely. Marc-Andre Moses, what's going on, Marc-Andre? Good to see you in the chats. Hello. Grab question. How many years do you see Boston being a playoff team before they have to rebuild? Honestly, I could see it being this next year, and they might be done after. I could see it being that close. I really don't feel like with Boston they're going to be this perennial contender over the next 5 years. I just don't see them having that. To me, at least, though, it really depends with this next year how they do, because if they don't do well, Bergeron might be gone, which I think would definitely accelerate that rebuild process for them. Who's worse, Ken Holland or Jim Benning? Definitely Ken Holland. I mean, at least with Jim Benning, he's fantastic at drafts, knows how to develop prospects, and has that great sense for that side of things. Andreas, another nation. Oh my goodness. Lindgren over Forsling. This is for you, Wes. Thank you for the nation, Andreas. Can we get some Andreas hype in the chat down below? I mean, you are true. You are true. But both, I mean, Forsling and Lindgren are both beauties, so. But I would go Lindgren. Lindgren's definitely one of the more underrated defensemen out there. Especially if your fantasy team counts hits. That's gonna be huge. What's up with Verona? Just got here. Mr. Venom, he is gonna be out for 4 months with a shoulder injury, I believe. So that's gonna be tough for Detroit for sure. We could just trade Myers for Cap. I mean, it's a possibility, Zest, but I don't know. I don't see Jim Benning doing that. But yeah, comparing Holland, I mean, you guys can let me know in the chat. Holland or Jim Benning? Who do you guys think is worse? For me, though, it's definitely Ken Holland. At least Jim Benning has a sense of drafting and scouting and development. With Ken Holland, I mean, it just feels like the game has passed him by, and he's not really innovating whatsoever. I mean, I think a great example of a GM. I mean, this GM hasn't really been in the NHL for a long time, but a GM that's adapted and has continued to adapt in a good style. I mean, I don't like to give this GM too much credit because I think he's a little bit overrated in terms of some of the deals he makes. But Lou Lamoriello is a good example of a GM that has adapted in more ways than you'd think, right? I mean, this is a guy that's, although cap-wise hasn't put the Islanders in a great position, he still knows how to put together great hockey teams, and I feel like he's adapted a lot more than Ken Holland has. Lucas, thank you so much for the 279. I'm a Canucks fan, and I'm high and I'm pumped, as you should be, Lucas, as you should be. My goodness, thank you so much for the nation. Can we get some Lucas hype, y'all? But yeah, you should be hyped, man. You should be hyped. GG's though for the offseason. It is absolutely huge to get Pedersen and Hughes done before the season starts. I'm super happy for Canucks fans. You guys deserve some big great news. And honestly, I think these two deals could be really huge for the Canucks for sure. Logan, yes, Quinn Hughes has signed with Vancouver. Well, not officially, but it's been reported by multiple insiders. Rick Dollywell saying it. We've had other reports as well. But yes, Quinn Hughes has signed with Vancouver. Pedersen is as well likely a 3-year deal at $7.7 million. And no, O'Doyle, it is not clickbait. You are seeing that correct. I think they'll get signed very soon, but nothing confirmed yet. Nothing's been confirmed by the team accounts, but again, we've heard a lot of confirmation from different insiders, and especially like Rick Dollywell, like he is more tapped into the Canucks than I think anybody else on the planet right now. And him saying this, I think, is pretty much concrete. I mean, I can go through the amount of stuff that he's leaked from the Canucks, but I mean, just recently, like the Jake Virtanen situation, like going to Vancouver, like a bunch of the different. I mean, I'm pretty sure he leaked a lot of the OEL stuff too when that trade was going down. So he's definitely reliable, and I think will continue to be with this situation. The real question, Grab, thoughts on Dorian? Honestly, Dorian has had one of the biggest turnarounds I think of any GM in a long time. But I will say this, I do think I was giving him a little bit too much hate because I thought that maybe some of that wasn't because of Melnyk. But let's be honest, some of the reasons why I didn't sign guys or they traded a lot of guys from the 2017 run, I think was mostly because of Melnyk. But honestly, with Dorian and this rebuild, obviously we still have a lot to go with this, a lot more to go with this sense. But with what he's been able to accomplish, I think it's still been pretty great. And I think they have a great future ahead of them for sure. Grab, can I have treats? Liam was trying to punish me. He put me, what? Kobe, I will save you, brother. I will save you. Yes, you will totally get treats. Totally. Hey, Hockey Arcade, no problem. We'll see you later, man. Just good to have you in here, and stay positive as well, brother. Stay positive as well. But we got 100 likes in the live stream. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. It's been a great stream, and I've enjoyed my time throughout tonight. Andreas, grab check at Graviteh DM. It's on the Drink News. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so apparently from Darren Drager, and Graviteh has DM'd me this. According to Darren Drager, he says this, as reported, the term for Hughes is 6 years and the term for Pedersen is 3 years. Two sides are still grinding on the final details before signing off on exact AAV for each. So that is a big, I think that would also lead us to believe as well, that's a big reason why we haven't seen the exact AAVs confirmed. But thank you so much for the nation, Andreas. Can we get some Andreas hype in the chat down below, please? Please. And thank you so much to all the donators so far today. I mean, this has been a little bit of an unorthodox stream. I wasn't planning on doing anything on the channel today, but hey, you know how it be. Thank you so much, Graviteh, for letting me know about that, though. But yeah, pretty much knowing what we already confirmed, but also giving us some details there on why we haven't seen the AVs exactly confirmed. But I think we will get them known pretty soon. What happened to the stream yesterday, Grav? Raymond, I was having some lag issues. I don't know what's happened in these past couple of days. It looks like it's good now, but in the last stream, we were having some weird buffering issues, and it just stopped all of a sudden. Like, I don't even know what happened. Like, my computer didn't crash or anything. Nothing was wrong. It just stopped connecting. That's happened in the past, but it hasn't happened for a long time, which gets me a little bit worried. But it is what it is. Sandra, what's going on? Good to see you. Hello. Let me see. Mark Bicep Bergevin is the best GM. I mean, the best GM in the league is Steve Eisman. Until he proves me wrong, it's him. It's him all day of the week. Sorry. Graham, I know you've been, I've been watching you for a long time, and by the way, you're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, Dominic, thank you so much, man. I love you. Always good to have you in these streams. You're my favorite, one of my favorites on these live streams. Thank you so much still being here, brother. We need Pretty Good Chuck to sign now. That is true, Eliminator. I mean, he's the only guy left now, pretty much. He is the only guy left. Anything on Pedersen? Yes, Logan. I can pull it up once again. From Rick Dollywall and from others as well. Pedersen will likely sign a 3-year deal at $7.7 million. So, again, it will likely be a 3-year deal. We don't know the exact AAV, but it'll be around that 7.7 range, which, again, I think is personally totally reasonable for Pedersen and his skill and his talent levels. So, I think it'll be around that range for sure. By the way, I haven't even checked, really. I haven't watched any hockey today. What are the games going on? Diane! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the membership, Diane! Absolutely appreciate it. Coming out of nowhere. Thank you so much, Diane. Can we get some Diane hype in the chat down below? Unbelievable. Welcome to the member gang. I'm pretty sure. Grab thoughts on Nicholas Waugh. Nick Waugh? The Golden Knights player? I like him quite a bit. I think he's definitely pretty underrated for what he brings. Was pretty solid in the playoffs in a relatively overwhelming role. Great deals on Benning's part. I'd agree on that, Fat Cat. I mean, especially Pedersen. I think getting him at 7.7 and still having him as an RFA likely after this deal. That's a fantastic one. I mean, I think the Hughes one is solid. I think it's all right. I think it could be even good. But I think this Pedersen deal is amazing for Jim Benning and the Canucks. Okay, so we got Bruins, Flyers. Bruins winning 4-1. Preds versus the Bulls. Preds winning 5-1. Red Wings versus the Sabres 4-2. Red Wings, oof. Sabres are already getting their taste of the medicine so far. Who scored for? I know Raymond scored for the Red Wings, but who else got it done for them? Fabry, Stetcher, and Witkowski. Okay, all right, that's good to see. Thoughts on TNT so far? Has TNT had a broadcast, Zachary? I haven't seen it yet. Andreas with the 55 crowns. Are you kidding me, man? It's 3 a.m. I got a fever, but for some reason I'm not tired, which I usually am when I'm sick. Anyways, thanks for keeping me entertained tonight, Grav. Andres, no friggin' problem, dude. No friggin' problem. All right, you're a legend. Always good to have you here. Hopefully after tonight's, you'll be all healthy. It's been a rough couple of days for you, buddy, but we are here for you. We are here for you. Okay? Can we get some Andres hype? Can we get some Goodwill Soon hype in the chat, please? Thank you guys for coming in here. Oh, TNT is Flyers Bruins? Let me see this real. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I want to like go into it yet, but if I can just find the Okay, I just searched up TNT and I want to show this real quick. I want to show this real quick. Oh man. all I see is this. Okay, let me put up this tweet real quick. TNT throwing it all the way back to the 90s, I see. Did this actually happen? Because honestly, I like it. I like their presentation so far. It's a little bit dark for me, but it is Halloween soon, and I can see where they're going through with this art direction. Though it's a little bit extravagant for my liking, admittedly. But you know what? I like the colors to this. I just don't know if they're truly bringing enough pizzazz for me personally. Just too much white in this one. And a little bit too many jagged edges. I don't know if TNT is doing it right here. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. But maybe that's just me. Oh, and Coco March 1 with a 5. Thank you so much, Another Nation, man. Always appreciate it. Great as always, my dude. Keeping me sane as my girls are watching Disney. Let's go, Rangers. Coco, you're a legend, man. Hope your family's doing well. Can we get some Coco hype in the chats? Scores. Coco with the goal. And Aspirates with the 279. Chernak would have been a great fit in Vancouver. I'd agree on that for sure. He would have been an awesome ad. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the 279 Aspirates, and thank you so much for the 5 Coco. All right, last dono goes to Aspirates. There we go. There we go. There we go. See, I mean, again, I like the art direction, but I just don't know if it's a complete package for me personally. But let me see it. Graphical issues aside, I honestly like that scoreboard a lot. I think it has a good enough presentation. But again, I haven't watched the broadcast, so maybe there's a bunch of more glitches like that. But I mean, at least I'll say this: at least they're doing it in preseason, so they can maybe iron out those issues. But I do like that scoreboard quite a bit. I think it has a good enough color. I like that they have both the word mark for the city, and they have the logos and the score and everything. They have the shots, they have the period, they have everything. So pretty much everything I'd want in a score bug, I think is there. But most notably shots. I mean, that's. With NBC, you never knew when that was going to be the case. So I'm glad that TNT has that, and I like it. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly fine. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, but it seems like that's pretty much it. Iceland tell the 2. Who's better? Kotkaniemi 1 goal or Perzetta 2 goals? I mean, we got to go for the 2-goal scorer. Obviously, Iceland tell. Obviously. Thank you so much to the 2 Canadian. Can we get some Iceland tell hype in the chat down below for a legend? For a legend. But yeah, you got to go Perzetta. 110%. I mean, Kotkaniemi, he wishes he could be as good as Perzetta, honestly. If we're being real here. If we are being real. Grav, in terms of the Lightning, who's your favorite prospect they have besides your favorite Roman Schmidt, obviously? Definitely Dylan Duke, Riker. Definitely Dylan Duke. But honestly, there's a bunch of guys I do like. Brian Blue. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know who I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Besides that, I would say him. Also, I do like Hugo Amnefeldt. I cannot talk right now. Hugo Amnefeldt quite a bit, especially personality-wise, but he's a great goaltending prospect. I think there's still a lot to like in Tampa's prospect pool. Yes, Victor, Hughes has signed. Hughes and Pedersen have signed, but we're just waiting for the details right now. Let me pull it back up. Once again, Pedersen, likely 3 years, 7.7, and then Hughes, 6 years, 7.75 million. So that's what we have right now to work with. Let's go, Canucks. Nice, Victor. Good to see you. Good to see some more Canucks fans in here. Hey, buddy. Go Habs. Go, David. What is going on? Hello. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a great day. What did Hughes sign for? Well, Muck, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Also, I do not agree with this comment right below the tweet either. Nah. Grav, elect me as the next U.S. POTUS or Canadian Prime Minister. I mean, I'll vote for you, Cubby. Why not? Why not? That's a vote well used. What do you think about the Sens versus Leafs game last night? As a Leafs fan, I love my Leafs 4-0 win over the Sens. I mean, big game for Michael Bunting. He's looking real good. Real good, which I'm not surprised by. I always said that Bunting was going to be a super under-the-radar addition for anybody that got him, but I thought the Leafs were a great fit, and so far, it's been nothing but correct. Yeah, Luke, good to see you. Good to see you coming by. I think these deals, especially the Pedersen deal. I mean, looking at it this way, I think Pedersen is easily worth 7.5, and Pedersen as well. That he also, after this contract, that 3-year deal, he'll still be an RFA. So the Canucks still have his rights. They'll still be able to negotiate kind of in the same way they did this time around, and I think it just gives them more leverage. I think the Hughes deal is good, but the Pedersen deal is great for the Canucks. Hey, we'll see you later, Jacob. Thank you so much for dropping by, brother. We'll see you in the next one. Jim Benning with a great move. Yeah, exactly, Dakota. It's a rare W. I gotta say, it's a rare W, but you gotta give credit where it's due, man. You gotta give credit where it's due. So, hey, I that's the thing on this channel. I give credit when it needs to be given. And Jim Benning, man, not too bad. Not too bad so far. Grade 6 hockey. As a Canucks fan, I honestly believe we have a good team built for good luck. But good luck to everyone's teams. Can't wait for the regular season. Exactly, Dominic. We are what? Like 2 weeks away? Less than that? Man, I am so excited. I am so excited. It's so good to have hockey back, y'all. It is so good to have hockey back. It's awesome. Andres with the 55 crowns. Graviteh, you started to scouting the prospects for the next draft. If so, who's in your top 15? Also, do you think will be overlooked and become a steal? Yeah, I've done a couple of 2022 rankings so far. But yeah, in terms of my scouting right now, I've watched one game of 20 prospects up to this point. And multiple games for some players like Shane Wright, obviously, Ivan Marchenko, Brad Lamberts. But yeah, I'm starting to fill out some of that throughout the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I got a much better feel throughout the 2022 draft now. But in terms of who's getting overlooked, I keep going back to Simon Nemec, man. He is I think the best defenseman of this draft, and so many people, and so I mean, Bob McKenzie just had him 11th. To have him outside the top 10, I think is absolutely criminal. I think he'll be one of the best Slovakian players of all time, and I think he'll be one of the best defensemen in the NHL in a matter of a couple of years after he's drafted, honestly. Just got here. Is that the signing? Yes, Aiden. So it'll likely be it is 6 years, but it'll likely be around a $7.75 million cap hit. We don't know exactly what the cap hit will be. That's the things that are kind of being ironed out right now. But we do know it'll be a 6-year deal around that range for Hughes, and also for Elias Pettersson on top of that. According to Rick Dhaliwal and others as well, it'll be a 3-year deal, likely around $7.7 million. So, yeah, that's what we know right now with those deals. But honestly, I like both of them right now. Caulfield or Zegras more points next season? I would say Caulfield, but I don't know if Zegras. I think both of them are going to have great years, though. Let's go Team USA. HSM Fangirl Gaming. Hi there, Canucks fan here. Good to see you, HSM Fangirl Gaming. Always good to see you in here. Hope you're having a great time. Good luck to the Canucks this next season. Two great signings tonight. All the Canucks fans in this chat, though, should be happy. These are great deals. Hey, Rev, how are you? Hockey is back, baby. Emmerich, I'm doing well. Now that you mentioned hockey is back, because that gets me in an even better mood. So I appreciate that, man. Emmerich, hockey is back. What's up, Metal Mario? What is up, baby? What is up? Good to see you. Iceland Tell! Oh my goodness! Last Tono Iceland. I mean, you are true. You are correct. Thank you so much for the 2 Canadian once again, brother. Let me get some Iceland Tell hype in the chat down below, please. Gravity, maybe. Are we back? Okay, I think it's back. It's back, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we are back. Okay. I don't know what the heck happened there. I don't know what the heck happened there. I was going to say... I completely forgot. I completely forgot. I completely forgot. Thank you so much, Iceland Top of the 2. If that was the last thing I said before the lag started. I think we were good, though. I think we're good. Somebody said Simone who. Let me enlighten you right now, okay? Let me just enlighten you to what you need to see, okay? What you need to see. So let's just look up Simone Nemec on the good old Elite Prospects, okay? Great site. Make sure you always use it. Let me pull it up real quick. So let's just go to Nemec, shall we? Let's just go to Nemec. One of the best defensive prospects right now in hockey. So, he plays in Slovakia, which is the big reason why he might not have as much attention as usual. But he was playing a lot last year as a 16-year-old. But as a 6'1", 192 defenseman, or a pound defenseman, he is one of the best puck-moving, composed, just great overall two-way defenseman, I think, of the past couple of years. This is a player that has a lot of versatility, great skating, great awareness, makes fantastic passes almost every single time, and just knows how to play the game the right way. And you can see 15 Craig Bunn, 11 by Bob McKenzie. Dauber Prospects second has him around the right spot. Draft Prospects has a number 4. But last year in Slovakia, in a great men's league, super underrated, he got 19 points as as a 16-year-old in 37 games. Also played 5 playoff games against great men competition. This year has played 3 games so far, getting 1 assist for 1 point, but playing the World Championships for Slovakia this past year, the U20 World Juniors as a 16-year-old, and he was almost a point per game as a defenseman, which is amazing. He was playing in the Olympic qualifiers and got an assist in 3 games played. I mean, this guy has been great in almost every single level, but especially that Slovakia play. Obviously, not many people are going to be able to watch that, but what I saw was a completely composed, already mature, great fundamental defenseman that does the right things, has great skill to boot, and can make a fantastic first pass. And to me, he just has a lot of great qualities, and he's already proven himself so amazingly well that I think he should be top 10. Hi, Andre. Thank you so much for the 20. Who would you compare? Ooh. Who would I compare to Mesh with? I don't. I'm trying to think right now because that's a pretty good question. Let me put the last dono as Andreas. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of two-way defensemen that can. That's a really good question, though. I would probably say he's probably in like the Samuel. I mean, maybe not as good of a skater for sure, but I feel like he's kind of in the same style as a Samuel Girard in a lot of ways, in terms of his passing, in terms of his IQ. I think there's a lot that is kind of goes the same way. He kind of reminds me a little bit of as well in the maturity as at such a young age. Maybe like a Ryan McDonough. Jesse! What the? Jesse coming with a daily donation. Are you kidding me, man? Iceland tell the one Canadian too. Can we get some Andreas hype? Can we get some Jesse hype? And can we get some Iceland tell hype? Don't mind me, just my daily donation. I will mind you, Jesse. I will mind you, okay? I will mind you. I will mind you. Thank you so much for the 100 Canadian, Jesse. Can we please get some hype in the chat down below for the donators? I cannot believe that. Thank you so much again, Jesse. Love you, brother. Love you. Stars. Jesse with a 5. Oh, Iceland tell. No, don't play this game. Oh man, are we gonna have another? We're gonna have World War or Dono War 5 on our hands right now. My goodness, I was gonna say I kind of see some similarities maturity wise and fundamentally kind of like Ryan McDonough. Like I remember back when he was a younger player, just how good he was at such a young age and how composed he was too. I think Nimesh has captain qualities, and that's one of the main reasons why I like him so much too. Easier to call me fangirl? That's completely fine. That's completely fine, fangirl. What could you see Alex Jason getting on his contract with the Canucks, sign him to a PTO? I would not expect anything more than pretty much the league minimum. Iceland tell the 2 Canadian. Uh-oh, guys. Sound the alarms, okay? Sound the alarms. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you so much to the 2 Canadian Iceland tell. What did he sign for? Let me pull it up real quick if you guys haven't seen it already. So, Pedersen signed likely 3 years at $7.7 million. Hughes, on the other hand, is pretty much covered at 6 years, but likely around 7.75, maybe as well, a little bit above that. But we do know the term of both Pedersen and Hughes, and we do also know around the ballpark of what their AAV will end up being. But yeah, I'll just put it on the screen. Jesse with a 2, beg your pardon. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. Iceland tell the 2 Canadian too. I mean, Iceland tell is still the last donator. He is still the last donator. PD has apparently already been signed to under $8 million for 3 years. Yeah, pretty much Habs fan highlights. Wait, what was Quinn Hughes signed to? Likely 7.75 for 6 years. That's probably what it'll end up being. But again, it could be maybe, it was proposed it could be maybe a little bit above that too. Let me put the music back on as well. Give me a second. There it should go. Thank you so much for the $2 Iceland tell. And then Jesse with the 2. This means war. Oh gosh. Oh no. I do not want any more lives to be lost. Thank you so much, Jesse. Can we get some Iceland tell and Jesse hype in the chat down below? All right, actually, let me know in the chat down below. Who is going to win this war, Iceland tell or Jesse? Let me know. Jesse or Iceland tell. Who will win this battle? Who will win this battle? Whose side are you guys on? Let me know. That's a great contract for both sides when it comes to Hughes. For Pedersen, 3 years. Terms tell me he wants out after that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be an RFA still after that 3 years. I think Hughes is more likely to maybe go out after the contract. I'm pretty sure he'd be a UFA. So I feel like with Pedersen, he's almost more likely to stay after the contract than Hughes is. This would have been much tougher to accomplish if Petey didn't have a poorish year last year. That is true, Quinn. If Pedersen had the same year he had in 2020 and 2021, he would be worth at least 8.5, maybe 9. I mean, he was so good, especially in 2022 or 2020, I thought. But yeah, him being injured and not having the greatest year definitely helped things for Vancouver. Iceland, tell the 5 we could be friends. Unfortunately, I have to be the last dono. Thank you for the 5, Canadian Iceland tell. Love you, brother. Love you. Can we get some Iceland tell hype in the chats? Check mentions on Twitter. Okay. Shot counter, power play, got players on ice, and goals scored. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, so Graviteh has also given us a little bit more on the TNT scorecard. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't hate that. Actually, okay, this is pretty cool. So they're giving us a little bit more of Also, big news here. Let me pull it up. Ian McIntyre had something. And who am I trying to search up here? Give me a second, y'all. Ian McIntyre. Jesse with the 5, Canadian. I'll be your friend, but I will not accept you being last dono. I think this means war, boys. I think this means war. Once again, get your. This is the Dono War 5. Get your sides in the chat down below. Who do you guys want to see win? Who do you guys think will win this last Dono War? But Ian McIntyre put something. Let me bring it up. Ian McIntyre. No, Ian McIntyre. Here we go. Here we go. Doesn't mean deals for Pedersen and Hughes won't be completed, but Canucks official says nothing will be announced tonight. Sounds like Friday will be a big news day. Okay, so there you go. So likely not official confirmation, but again, Pedersen and Hughes have likely been done, or likely have their done deals confirmed here. We're just waiting for some of the details and some of the other stuff to come out, but Pedersen and Hughes have signed with Vancouver. We're just waiting now for that confirmation, but sounds like Friday will be a big day, which is tomorrow, so looks like we won't have to wait too long for that to really be anything. So that's good to see at least. But Graviteh also had some other stuff to show as well. So there was some more graphics for the TNT broadcast. Let me put that up real quick. So I think it's pretty interesting. Especially like the fonts. Like you can see this right now. This is the this is like some of the flair they have for the broadcast. So that's like the beginning of the game flyers. I honestly like it. I at first didn't really love that font, but I think it kind of works in a weird way. You also have the font as well with the goaltenders, which I'm kind of conflicted on. I think it's okay, a little bit too bright for my liking, but it's definitely colorful. And you also have like the in-game stuff as well with that on the corner. I don't know if there's more than that. I know Graviteh linked me to another one. Yeah, so they have like the players on the screen too, the power play, and like the goal ticker there too. So everything's pretty much. I'm honestly pretty content with how that looks, all in all. Let me see here as well. Let me go back to that. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great night. I don't know how much longer I'll be live for, but Iceland tell the 10. Oh my goodness, thank you so. Iceland tell the 10 Canadian, then Jesse hit the 10 Canadian right after. Iceland tell says, hold on, I'm calling my banker. And then Jesse, you're still down 100. You better call him and ask for a quick loan. It's a small loan. It's a small loan, Jesse. It's a small loan. Jesse, though, coming in with the 10 Canadian as well, matching the Iceland tell. No, thank you so much, YouTube. Oh my goodness. Can we get some Iceland tell and Jesse hype, please? All right, let me do my part. Let me do my part. I was about to spell Jesse wrong. So sorry. So sorry, Jesse. I can't believe I was about to do that. Julia, do you think Holtz will make the Devils roster this year? I'm not sure. I kind of am in between. I mean, like him getting another year in the AHL might be best for him, but we'll see what happens. I mean, if he's in the top 6 spot, I think that'll be the best placement in the NHL for him. Grav, you've been able to check out the goalie prospects? Not really for this next year, Riker, admittedly. What teams did Pedersen and Hughes sign with? Vancouver. Thankfully for Canucks fans. Yo, is that Trevor Zegras? I wish. Imagine if I was Trevor Zegras, dude. Oof. Ooh, I would have a gold medal right now. I mean, I think we'd all want to be Trevor Zegras. My goodness. Yes, they did sign Hughes and Pedersen. We just don't know the AV specifically, and we also haven't had the deals confirmed by the Canucks yet, but we do know that they've signed with Vancouver, and the deals are just in waiting right now. What's the sub count? Actually, let me refresh and see. Right now we're at 48,638. Let me change that real quick. All right, so Jesse is the last donor. Let me stretch that out again. Oh my goodness! RP Geek with the 1420. You love to see it. And he says pee pee poo poo. I mean, you really can't go wrong with a message like that. I think we can all learn from that. Thank you so much for the 1420 RP Geek. Absolutely appreciated. RP Geek, I guess. Oh, and Iceland tell the 2 Canadian. Just realizing I have 2 remaining on my account. Well, it's 2 well spent, Iceland tell. It's $2 well spent. Thank you so much, man. And Iceland tell is the last donator. Jesse, you need to stop this. You need to stop this, okay? You need to stop this, okay? Thank you for the 5 Canadian. No, Slight L. I mean, you are the last donator, though. You are the last donator. Thank you so much. Can we get some hype in the chat for the 3 donors? By the way, back to back donators. Thank you so much, RPG Geek and Iceland Tell and Jesse. And Iceland Tell with another 2. Iceland Tell, I just want to say you are a goat. You are a legend. You are amazing. I love you, brother. And Jesse, can you please give Iceland Tell some respect here? Just a few seconds, please. Jesse coming to the 4 Canadian and the doggo emote. You love to see it. Can we get some more hype in the donators? What is happening right now? Who's a surprise player to make the U.S. Olympic team? Man, they're gonna find a way to make Luke Glendening a player there. They're gonna find a way. Is Luke Glendening even American? I'm pretty sure he is, right? Yeah. Luke Glendening's gonna make it. Just watch, man. It's gonna happen. Demir, they've not signed officially, but yes, Hughes and Pedersen have signed with Vancouver. It just hasn't been made official by the Canucks, but we do know a 6-year deal with Hughes and a 3-year deal with Pedersen. Have you heard Oshachuk has been rumored to make sense at a camp as a 2nd-round pick? Really? I mean, from what I've seen, he's been good, but I don't know if that's the right call. Really? Interesting. I've heard that. I know he's been good, but I don't know if I didn't hear that he could make the team. Is huge bridge deal or long term? It is a longer term deal, Ben. It'll be 6 years. 6 years. Catapult. Jack prefers Jesse. Oh my goodness, Iceland tell the 2 Canadian and also Coco the 5. Keep it going. Hey, we're gonna keep it going, Coco. No problem about that. Iceland tell also Coco with the last donations. Thank you so much, you two. Can we please get some Coco and Iceland tell hype? Please. I am begging the 103 people in this chat to get some hype for those 2. Absolutely appreciate it. Actually, why haven't I put my Vancouver hat on? I know I have the Kraken hat. I know, okay, I know I have the Kraken hat on, but I'll put my Vancouver hat on for now. It looks bad, I know. It's not really fitted to my head. It doesn't really work, but it's fine. It's fine. It's kind of mush as well. Like it's been through some things for sure, but we're gonna make it work. Jesse. Jesse with the 100 Canadiens. Say less ice. Iceland, I'll let you win if you give Graham 100 right now. Well, I think we have a winner confirmed here, guys. I think we have a winner. Now, every single person that's donated today, you guys are all the absolute winners, okay? The absolute winners. But I think Iceland, I guess we have an agreement here. We have an agreement here on the winner of the war. GG's, Jesse. Absolutely. Iceland and Jesse for the 3 Canadian. Can we get some dubs? Can we get some claps in the chat down below? We have once again seen these two made up in an extravagant way. Thank you so much, the 100 Canadian, Jesse. Thank you so much, Iceland, Coco, everybody that's donated today. RPG Geek. You guys are awesome. It's been a crazy stream so far. Again. And yes, I did die. Because Jesse is here, because you guys are here, and I love you guys. Taco is not made it beneficial yet, but yes, Hughes and Pedersen have signed with the Canucks. It was all part of my plan. Iceland, you're a beauty. You're a beauty. Big, I'm 18. Yes, Sean, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Oh my goodness. Honestly, though, both Jesse and Iceland are the winners, man. Both Jesse and Iceland are the winners, for sure. But yes, Hughes and Pedersen have signed, which, by the way, I started the stream with Hughes being the only one that was confirmed, and then Pedersen kind of being as well leaded on to that. So I'm pretty happy with how this stream has gone. And I just want to say thank you guys for coming in. It's been a fantastic stream tonight. Still got 100 beauties in here. And Caden, welcome to the member gang. Oh my goodness, Caden, thank you so much, brother. The Growl Gang stud too. Can we get some Kane hype, y'all? Welcome to the member gang, my man. Welcome to the member gang. Absolutely appreciate it, dude. You're gonna love it, brother. Good to have you in here. Can we please get some Kane hype? And yes, I do live in Texas. Listen to 650, trying to get the latest info. Yeah, let me know, Fangirl, if anything else happens. I unfortunately have to leave. Have a good rest of the stream. Grabbing by everyone. Riker, see you later, you goats. Good to see you in here, popping by like the legend you are. Like the legend you are. Hey, E-Rich is in here. Good to see you. You know what? Let me put the let me put the chat in here real quick. Give me a second. Let me put the chat in here real quick. Anyways, let me copy that, then go into this, and then paste that, and then do this, and then do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. So how is it going, y'all? Let me do that, and we are good. Okay, it doesn't look amazing, but it'll do for now. It'll do for now. There we go. There we go. Anyways, how's it going, y'all? Say hello in the chat if you guys want to see yourself on the screen. We got Carrie B coming by. Carrie, good to see you, man. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, man. One of the OGs in this channel. Yeah, I did see the IHF make a new president, Tanner. That was very interesting. Wasn't it like a 50-year gap between the last one, too? It's been a long time. My name is looking so good on that screen. I'd agree on that, Iceland. So I'd agree on that. I mean, everybody's name on the screen right now looks good. Everybody's. Brendan Plunkett, what's going on, Brendan? Lewis Thomas, sup? What's going on, Lewis Thomas? Good to see you in the chats. I came out of this live stream to see Patrick. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Just all I need to say right now is Jesse. All I need to say right now is Jesse. Paul of the signings, I'd agree on that. Especially the Pedersen signing I think is brilliant. Is brilliant. Dylan, the deal is for Pedersen 3 years, 7.7, and for Hughes 6 years, it was Pedersen 7.7, and then Kato the bot. Oh, Kaden, thank you so much for the member and the donation. Will Carey Price be back, and do you see the Habs making it to the playoffs again? I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that he'll be ready for the season. I know they're holding him out for a few playoff or preseason games for that reason alone. But yeah, I think he will be back for the start of the season, which is great. I do think the Habs will make the playoffs. I think they'll get it done. I'm hoping so, at least. I'm hoping so. But yeah, Pedersen is 3 years at 7.7. Hughes is 6 years, 7.75, though it could be also a little bit more on top of that, maybe 7.8. Jesse with a 5K. You trying to have a go now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this, Caden. I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to challenge. I don't think you. Thank you so much, though, Jesse. Can we get some Jesse and Caden hype? I'm gonna put them in both in the chat. Caden and Jesse. Also, let me put the alert bucks up so you guys can see that. There we go. Now it's back. EN Gaming, what's up? What's up? Daniel, did I miss Hammock getting moved for them to have the cap space? I would assume it's Hammock, but they could also put Ferland on LTAR and have that work as well. Grab favorite mascot in the NHL, correct? It's Gritty, yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. Though I'd also say after that, it would probably be Iceland Toe the 2. I think you'll win, Jesse. Caden! Oh my goodness, Jesse, try me, love you, Grab. Caden, man, thank you so much. Can we get some Caden hype in the chat down below? Caden, though. Caden kind of sniping Jesse, though. Caden kind of sniping Jesse. We got an underdog here. Thank you so much for the 10 game. Thank you so much for the 2, Jesse. And Iceland Tell as well, the 2. I think you'll win. Well, we got some friendships being made right now. Granted, Jesse, absolutely 3-6. No, oh yeah, Joe. Not like. I mean, I have a window. It probably happened that way. He's like on the neighbor's roost, man. Jesse with a 20 Canadian. Iceland Tell right after, though. Thank you so much to the 20 Canadian, Jesse, and the 2 Canadian from Iceland Tell. Iceland Tell, though, kind of sniping Jesse. Right after. Thank you so much, Jesse and Iceland Tell. Can we please get some more hype for Caden, for Iceland Tell, for Jesse? And then Jesse gets his revenge once again. Round 2. Jesse with the 5 Canadian. Can we please get some more Jesse hype, please? Please. But yeah, Jesse, Iceland Tell right after you was pretty funny. He was in support, but also took your crown of the last member and last dono. So Jesse gets it right back, though. Thank you so much. And Iceland Tell like in chaos. I agree with that. Honestly, I mean, I'll be here all night. If I was playing Zelda Minish Cap earlier. I mean, I can do that. I can keep doing that if whatever's gonna happen happens. Dude, Ice, don't you? Caden with a 25. Try. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna start making a sandwich. I got some white bread here. What is going on right now? What is going on? Thank you, Kay, for the 25 Canadian and Jesse with the 100 Canadian. Say less we kill and grad tonight. There is a window. I can jump out of it right now. It is a possibility. It's only a story. It's only 1 story tall. Come on. Thank you, RPG Geek, with the 420. Once again, go over the poo poo pee pee. You love to see it. Iceland Tell with a 2. Then Jesse with a 5. Oh, brother. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Where? I mean, here. Where? I haven't played here. Wow. This is perfect timing. Okay. So let's. Here we go. All right. I don't like the butt ones, so we're gonna take them from the middle. I get some more in here. Keep it going. Make sure you twist right to the very end. You don't want no air leaking in there. There's nothing worse than stale bread. You do, especially you stale white bread. You do not want that in your life. You do not want that in your life, okay? So we got our bread here. We got our sandwich. I think this is looking delicious, guys. I think this is looking delicious. Can we all agree on this? This delicacy? I mean, man, the UK, the Brits are gonna love this one. Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness, Caden with this. Wow. Oh, okay, Caden. If you're gonna summon demons in this stream, then go right ahead, okay? Go right ahead. Thank you so much for the 666. And Asperix with the 279. Well, what will Brock Besser's contract look like? I have the feeling he's going to sign a long-term deal. I would say it's like a 6-year deal. Probably around $7 million, I would say. Probably kind of the same one as like Clayton Keller, perhaps. And Salty makes an Avs fan. Oh, you're making me jealous. Just got your Kraken jersey. Has mine even shipped? Has mine even shipped? I don't even think mine has. I got on NHL.com and it still hasn't done it for me. So I don't even know if mine's coming, but that's great to hear. Salty Wings and Avs fan. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the? Oh my god. What? All I saw was Jesse's donation. Not another 100. Gotta put everyone out of reach. Then coming up was Kato the 10. One more huge donor grab. Caden. Let me finish this real quick. Let me finish this delicacy right now. Okay, we have reset. We're good. Iceland Tell with the 50 Canadian 50.1 50.01 50.1 cents. Yeah. Iceland Tell, I love you, man. Thank you so much, Caden, Jesse, Andreas as well, and everybody that's donated today. I mean, Andreas is the last donator. Oh yes, Andres, I'll be checking that after this stream. I need to find the tracking email, but I'll give it to you after this stream. Thank you for reminding me, Andres. But yeah, I'll be giving that to you soon. Can we get some Iceland Tell, some Caden hype, and some Jesse hype? Thank you so much, guys, for making my. I mean, okay, let me drink some water real quick. Caden. Okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Last donator, Hayden. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the 5 Canadian, man. No problem. No. Oh my goodness. All right, boys. Got a flight early tomorrow. Take care. Jesse has officially put his lot. I mean, I don't even know who even knows at this point. Jesse though with the 2 Canadian. And Kato as well, the 5 Canadian me now grab. Thank you so much for the last donation, Jesse. Absolutely appreciate being here once again. Can we please get some Kane hype, some Jesse hype though? Absolutely. Have a safe flight, my brother. I know you're gonna absolutely crush. You're gonna absolutely crush it, and you're gonna be the best, the most sick person there. It's gonna be, well, not in the actually sick, you know, that way, but in the cool way. Thank you so much for the last donation, Jesse. Can we get some Jesse hype though to end it off? We'll hopefully see you another time, Jesse. Have a great one. Have a great one, man. Oh my goodness. Well, a lot has happened in this stream. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. This past week has been unbelievable. With all the preseason stuff and everything and all the nations, I don't even know what to say right now. It's been the craziest week donation wise in the channel's history, and I want to say thank you guys so much. And Iceland Tell the 2 Canadian, he is the last donator. Thank you so much, Iceland Tell. See ya, Jesse. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Iceland Tell is the last donor. Thank you so much to the 2 Canadian, man. Absolutely appreciate it. Jesse, though, go to the last 2 Canadian. This is going to go on forever, isn't it? Jesse, please get some rest. Please get some rest. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Trevor, no, man. I don't freaking deserve it. I'm just talking about hockey, man. I just appreciate you guys being here. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I'm back donating to my favorite hockey announcer, Caden. Thank you so much to the 2 Canadian, man. Caden's been an OG on this channel. I mean, especially during all the playoff stuff and everything. Scars, Jesse, 2 Canadian. And Caden with a 2 as well. Can we get some Caden Ive as well, boys? Jump out your window. Now my blinds are broken for some reason. I don't know what happened, but they are. So this makes it a little bit more difficult. But looking at look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. This one, it's like chopped in half. I don't know what the heck happened. But yeah, that's kind of my only reason to not do it right now, admittedly. But yeah, you can kind of see the issue with that. But another time, I'll sort that jumping out of the window part for later. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Delta, just want to say hi. What's going on, Delta? Hello. Hello. Thoughts on a new possible Pulak contract? Is there a new one coming, Patrick? I don't know what the details would be. I haven't seen anything. Does Max Gildan make the Panthers opening roster? I hope so. Always love seeing Texas-born studs getting it done. I think he will eventually make it, though. Motion just got here. What is the contract? So for Pedersen, we do know the years for Pedersen and Hughes. Not the AVs exactly, but we do know the ballparks. Pedersen's getting a 3-year deal. Hughes getting a 6-year deal. Pedersen will get around $7.7 million, and Hughes will get around $7.75 million on his deal. So that's what we know up to this point. Let me put my delicacy sandwich here away. Look at how much toppings there are on that beauty. Just for a little bit. Just for a little. That's another snack for another time. What is it coming to the 2 though? Got a shower, but good luck to end the stream, donos. What is a no problem, brother? No problem. We'll see you as well. I mean, I'll probably be ending this soon, so you're not missing much. But thank you so much to the 2, Jose. I mean, I can't comprehend how much of a legend you are. Thank you so much, man. Did they both resign or just Quinn? Both of them, Ian. Both of them. Preston, long time no see. Doing school, so I haven't been here in a long time. No problem, Preston. No problem. Always love seeing you come by, man. And of course, I remember you, dude. You're an absolute legend on these streams. And don't worry about that. School and life always comes first. Hey, if you need another mod, let me know. I'm a mod for Connect Clay and Parker's pucks already. Yeah, I've seen you in both of those chats. I'll keep in mind for sure, fangirl. For sure. Yeah, GG for them, absolutely. Motion. Good deals, I think, for the Canucks for sure. Oh yeah, plain sandwich. It's a rare delicacy, John. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, nobody knows really the value of that. Truly. Iceland, tell though with the 2 if you think Habs are good at Type 1. I mean, give me just a second. Give me just a second, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Bubba, go Habs, go. Go Habs, go. Go Habs, go. Cameron, are you, or Cameron Grab, are you a Marvel fan? It depends. I'm a huge Spider-Man and Batman fan. I don't think I'm as big of a Marvel fan as some others. I don't know. I like about half of the movies, and others I'm kind of not for. But it really depends. Like, some of them I really enjoy, like Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously Spider-Man. I like the Thor movies a lot, especially obviously the newer ones. And obviously, besides Civil War, the Avengers ones are fantastic. Thank you so much to the 2 again, Wano's there. Are you kidding me, man? Starters lost to Panthers rookies. I mean, hey, man, I'm just saying, never dismiss Owen Tippett, bro. Never dismiss Owen Tippett. Also, Saron Noel is a GOAT, so you do have to factor that in. Thank you, though, for the 2, Jose, and yes, I do have pain from it, for sure. Also, I'm starting my own YouTube channel. Preston, that is fantastic news, man. Good luck with that. If you guys want to subscribe to Preston, absolutely do so. That's awesome, brother. I'm going to Islanders versus Rangers game with like 12 other people. Patrick, oh, that makes me so jealous. That sounds like such an awesome time, man. And probably gonna be a good game too for the Islanders. Let's be honest. Come on, let's not fool anybody. It's probably gonna be a good game for the Islanders. Yeah, likely not official until tomorrow, but I'm still pretty fine with that. I'll give you $10 in 1,000. Okay, Andrew, I'd appreciate that. What should Seattle use for their goal song? Absolutely the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I mean, just imagine that. That'd be amazing. No problem, Kane. We'll see you later, brother. We'll see you later. Have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic night. I wanted to go to the game, or to Habs vs. Sens game tomorrow, but since Brady isn't playing, I'm not going. And that's perfectly fine. I think that'll still be a good game, but hey, but it's still, I mean, even regular season Habs vs. Sens game, that's going to be pretty good. I can respect that choice, though. Luke, hey, we'll see you later, Luke. Good to have you in the chat. Thoughts on the Hamonic situation? Pretty disappointing from what I've seen so far, but... Whoa. Sounded like a plane was like right above my house for a second. I don't think it was, but yeah, I think with Hamonic, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think the Canucks are, I was about to say the Habs. I don't think the Canucks getting a huge loss if he doesn't play, so I think the Canucks should just move on, honestly. What do you type of your Leafs fan and don't like the Habs? 2 in the chat, if that's the case. Are you excited for the new Bond movie, No Time to Die, coming out next week? I've seen the trailers. I don't really watch too many of those, but if it's good, I'll probably watch it. I've got tickets to the Devils Cavs preseason game, 5 rows behind the bench. Nice, Golvich. That is amazing. I mean, that last game, if you can witness a Golvich goal, then it's worth the value by 100 times, obviously. Will, should me and my girlfriend get matching white and black Kachina jerseys? And thoughts on the white Kachina debut? I mean, honestly, Will, it would be a great look. I'm just saying, it would be a great look. I do think the white Kachina debut was pretty cool to see. I mean, I still like the Coyotes jerseys they had before the Kachinas with the black and the red accents. I think those are solid, but I do prefer the Kachina look in general. So I'm in favor of it. But honestly, Will, yes, that'd be a pretty good look to have for sure. Hey, Grav, how are you? I'm not here, so I'm not here often, so I'm glad to be here, honestly. Kings fan, always good to see you. I'm doing pretty well, brother. I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully, having a great night too. I won't blow up anytime soon, but in a few years, I should have 1K. Preston, you're setting your sights extremely low, brother. You're gonna have millions. You're gonna have millions if you do it right, brother. If you have any questions, I'll be here as well too. Via Discord DM 2022 predictions. Okay. I'll probably be live for the next few minutes, by the way, boys. Maybe not for too much longer, but maybe like 5 minutes, perhaps. All right, let me see these standings real quick. Okay. So these are Jimmy Drysdale's predictions for the next season. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. Give me a second. Actually, let me just put this over here, then do this, then do that, and then yeah. Okay, so these are, or not this is just the divisions, but we're gonna be going through Trevor Ziegler or Jimmy Drysdale's predictions here, which I think could be pretty fun. For the Central, Jimmy has Colorado number 1, Winnipeg 2, Dallas number 3, St. Louis 4, Minnesota 5, then Chicago, Nashville, Arizona missing the playoffs. So 5 teams in the Central making the playoffs, which I'd agree with for sure. Honestly, I don't really. That's pretty close to what I was kind of thinking. I would probably, if I would go officially with 5 wild cards in the Central, I'd probably have Chicago instead of St. Louis. But I don't know, with St. Louis adding on Saad and Buchnevich, they could still be a playoff team, so I'm kind of still for that in the same way. I'd probably have Minnesota though a little bit higher than that, but honestly, I don't disagree with those playoff teams. That's quite solid. For the Pacific, Vegas number 1, Edmonton 2, Calgary 3, then Vancouver, Seattle, LA, San Jose, Anaheim. Yeah, I don't know if Calgary's gonna be a playoff team, and I also see LA being better than what, 6th place, but I do agree with that top 2 as well, and I agree as well with the bottom 2 as well on top of that. Metro, wow, only 3 teams in the Metro making it. Pittsburgh, Islanders, Flyers, and the Rangers, Canes, Caps, Devils, and then the Blue Jackets. I mean, I will say this, it's not out of the question for the Metro to only get 3 playoff spots. I mean, it could be so competitive and so close that they all kind of grind each other to a pulp. Meanwhile, other teams and other divisions are able to get more points on top of that. So maybe that's something that does happen. And I don't even disagree with those playoff teams if it were to be the 3. I mean, I'd probably have the Rangers as a playoff team, but I don't know if I'd have them over a team like the Islanders or the Penguins. I mean, Philadelphia is a huge wild card, but even I could see them making it in the top 3. So I don't really even disagree with that too much either. And even like the spots that are missing the playoffs, like I definitely see Washington being around that range, Carolina too. So yeah, I could see that as well. As for the 5 teams in the Atlantic, Boston, Tampa, Florida, Toronto, Montreal, which I would agree with that for the 5 teams. I would have Florida over Tampa, though, if I had to change anything. But then Ottawa, Detroit, Buffalo. Yeah, the only thing I'd change, honestly, with that Atlantic is Florida over Tampa. And that's probably pretty much it. And then on to the playoffs. Interesting. Colorado versus the Islanders. And then the Islanders win the Colorado wins in 6. Interesting. Let me see if I can put this all on the screen here real quick. But yeah, so let me see. So you have Dallas going, Colorado in 7 versus Dallas in the second round. That would be interesting. Vegas versus Edmonton. So the conference finals would be Colorado versus Vegas, and then Tampa versus the Islanders, which would be a pretty fun, pretty samey top 4, but pretty realistic, I would say. And then Colorado wins in 6 versus the Islanders. That would be a pretty crazy cup final too. So honestly, not bad predictions all around. Pretty solid job, Jamie. That's pretty fantastic. All right, let me close that off, and then I think let me just check if we have anything else to discuss here, real quick. And then YouTube chat. Okay, there we go. Only have 69 subs, nowhere near 254. Hey, Preston, you're getting there. Do not worry. If plane tickets were so expensive, then since I live in North BC, I'd fly to Vancouver for a Canucks game. Honestly, yeah, everything cost. That's the sad thing, because everything in BC just costs so much. I mean, I live in Texas, but man, if BC costed somewhat of a reasonable price, I would be there all the time. I'm going to a Hawks Oilers game this year, and I'll be able to see McDavid and Draisaitl play. Also, it'll probably be a Keith tribute. That's nice, Cameron. That'll be a great game to look forward to. All right, boys. Oh, nice Lintel, the 2 Canadian Habs, Penguins plus last dono. Thank you so much, Lintel. I mean, yeah, I was about to say that was going to be it for the live stream, but thank you so much for the 2 Lintel. Can we get some last hype in the chat for the donator? Lintel, absolute legends. Habs over Pittsburgh. I mean, I'd hope so. Thanks for looking at it. It means so much to me. No problem, Jamie. Good work, man. Good work. But I think that'll pretty much be it for today, y'all. I'm pretty sure that'll be pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for the donors. Thank you everybody that has come in today to discuss all this craziness. I didn't even think I was gonna go live, but definitely glad I did to discuss all this with you guys. It's been a fantastic stream, and Lintel is telling me to end it, so I'm gonna end it. Subscribe, hit that like button. Lintel, I'll do you one better, and have you as the last donor. Thank you so much though for the support, Lintel, Jesse, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.